This is us, and this is them.
Us
Joe
is
Madden.
top. Us
Their
is
coach
top.
is called Joe Madden.
Oh, there you go.
He's
Coach of
obviously
the
a
Cubs.
distant relative.
Can I look at that one more time? I just want to get numbers real quick.
Yeah. You need that.
I need to bring this out a little bit too.
Yeah.
Give you a little more leverage.
Because I'm. And you think.
Pitch outside for a ball. On the mound for North Andover, we have Mr. Gonzalez. Wind up in the pitch to number 21 for Tewksbury, Zervis, the DH. Zervis steps in, wags the bat, waiting the pitch from Gonzalez. Wind up and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Count stands at 2-2. Gonzalez taking his time, knows that this is a big 2-2 pitch. Would love to get the leadoff hitter in Zervis. Wind up in the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, misses, and we have a full count. Be great to get the DH for Tewksbury. Out, wind up, and the pitch. High, and he walks. The DH number 21, Zervis for Tewksbury. Next up for Tewksbury is number 15, Perron, who is playing second base for the Redmen, sporting number 19. Gonzalez coming out of the stretch now as a runner to worry about on first base. Comes to a set and the pitch. Swung on and missed. One strike on the batter, number 19, Perron. Once again, comes to a set. Pitch. Low in the dirt, breaking ball. Count stands at 1-1.
Well, we're here at the home field of North Andover. They have a very good record this year.
Runner goes, swung on and fouled over the backstop. They'll have to send him back to first base. Yeah, you were saying North Andover has a very good record, standing at 8-3.
Yes, and Tewksbury is
1-11. Although they'll try and turn things around here today. Coach Todd Doolin has a history of building a very strong program at North Andover, making it to the state tournament each of the last 2 years. Gonzalez sets and the pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. And Zervis at first takes second base on the errant pitch by Gonzalez. Interesting, North Andover has a freshman catcher, Mr. Morin. He's the only freshman playing for North Andover today. They'll be DHing for him. That's not something you typically see in high school baseball.
That is unusual. It's been very overcast and cool here in the breeze. And there's an opening in the clouds now, so we might get some better weather.
And we'll hope the rain holds off because this should be a great game. Gonzalez working on number 19, Perron, comes to the set and the pitch. Swung on and popped up to first base. The first baseman, Ham, calls it and makes the catch. One down here in the first inning on the Tewksbury Redmen.
Is this Ham's senior year?
This is Ham's senior year. He's been playing since he was a sophomore, and he's definitely known as one of the leaders of the team. He could be a captain, if I'm not mistaken.
And he's hitting in the 4 spot.
He is. He's a big power hitter. Up now for Tewksbury is LeGold, number 10, and he takes a strike. Gonzalez comes to the set, checks on the runner at second base. Checks again, and the pitch. Off speed in there, count is 0-2 on the batter, LeGould. This is the number 3 hitter, LeGould, playing shortstop. Pitch, swung on and missed. Strikes out LeGould on 3 pitches, and now there are 2 down on for the Tewksbury Redmen, with Oliveira, the third baseman, coming up to bat.
Nice stuff by Gonzalez so far.
Yes, definitely. Aside from that first batter walk, he's settled in nicely. Pitch to Oliveira outside for a ball.
That runner's still out there on second base.
He is. Gonzalez is doing a nice job checking on him, keeping him close to the bag. Being held on by the second baseman, Keene. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Morin. Good stop. Very good stop. Short hop, yep. Yep. It's not an easy position for a freshman to step into the role of, but he stopped that ball nicely.
Well, it looks like he has some talent. I mean, it looks like he knows what he's doing so far.
Yes, sir. Gonzalez comes to the set, working on Oliveira. Ball high and outside, or inside, excuse me. Oliveira has an interesting stance. It reminds me of Kevin Youkilis, the way he stands with his legs together and hand high on the bat. Definitely a player that we all grew up watching. Gonzalez checking on the runner. Comes to the set, and time is called by the batter, Oliveira. So he knocks some dirt off his cleats and steps back in.
So Oliveira plays third base for them. So the 3-4 hitters are their shortstop and third base.
Yep. Called strike. Oliveira seemed to disagree, but nonetheless, it is a called strike. Count stands at 3-1. Gonzalez taking the signs from Moore and the catcher. Comes to the set, checks on the runner. Checks again. Pitch. Swung on and fouled over the first base coach's head and off the fence. And
A late protective swing there by Oliveira.
definitely a late protective swing in.
Protect against that third strike.
Yes, sir. 3-2 count. This would be a big out for Gonzalez to get after walking the leadoff batter, Zervis, who is on second base. And he's calling the catcher Morin to come out and have a conversation with him. Interesting. Must not like what he sees from the catcher
Morin's,
Morin.
good size for, has good height for a freshman.
Yep. I noticed that immediately when we walked over. He definitely does. He's about as tall as Oliveira, who is standing in the box. 3-2 pitch. Gonzalez taking the sign from Morin. Sets. Checks the runner, delivers. Payoff pitch is swung and driven into right field. The right fielder is tracking back and makes a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch. The right fielder, Conti, tracking to his left, over-the-shoulder catch. Great play. And retires the Redman.
Conti's a junior, and he's hitting seventh in the order today.
Yes, I noticed upon looking at North Andover's lineup, they have a healthy mix of sophomores, seniors, not too top-heavy. Should be a couple good years for Coach Doolin, who seems to consistently reload for the North Andover Scarlet Knights.
Yes, McElroy, I think he's hitting second and playing shortstop. He's number 6, and I believe he was the sophomore quarterback for the football team this year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a spark plug on the football team.
He is.
He's also a leader type on this baseball team.
And McElroy transferred to North Andover after spending his freshman year at Brooks School, the private ISL school in North Andover. And, yep, he is now playing baseball, basketball, and football, all on varsity. Quite the athlete.
Excellent. I'm sure his family's proud of Mr. McElroy. Quinlan is playing center field. He's also a sophomore. Quinlan and McElroy are the first 2 hitters coming up in the bottom of the first year for North Andover, both sophomores.
Interesting.
So, as you said, it was a good mix of players. The program is a good program that continues with talent every year.
Indeed. And I know more than a couple people from this program were part of a North Andover team who made some noise in the Little League tournament, regional tournament, when they were 6th and 7th graders. So you see that talent from that team start to play out in the high school diamond. Pitching for Tewksbury is Mr. McMurds, number 13. He's a tall right-hander, and he will be pitching to the leadoff hitter, Quinlan, who, as you mentioned, is a sophomore, playing center field.
The manager at third base here is Doolin, manager of the baseball team.
Quinlan has to duck out of the way of the first pitch from McMurds as it is high and inside for a ball. Yes, Coach Doolin is coaching third base, as he does for every game. McMurds pitching out of the windup. Here comes the pitch. Low for a ball. Count stands at 2-0.
Quinlan is also tall.
Quinlan is tall, and as for a sophomore, that is not something you typically see, but pitch, and he takes that one off the inside elbow like a champ, and he will have first base. Like we said, there's something that to be said about a sophomore playing up on varsity batting leadoff, and you have to think that size and probably some speed, which we might see here as McElroy steps up to the plate. Quinlan takes his lead. Pitch coming, and McElroy lays down a bunt. He's trying to beat it out as Quinlan takes second base, but he is thrown out at first.
A nice play. The runner was off with the pitch. Obviously, the manager Doolin, when he went down the line, had a signal to either the first base coach to relay or to the batter.
Doolin is known for strategic moves like that, and now they have one in scoring position. That's Quinlan at second base with Drew Finn stepping up to the plate, the senior captain playing third base. McMurds checks on the runner.
Drew Finn's dad is here today.
Swung on and hit over the shortstop's head. We'll see if Quinlan tries to score, but no, Doolin holds him at third base. First hit of the day. For either side, that is Drew Finn, the senior captain.
So runners on first and third with the bunt as the only out. So the offense looks good.
Stepping up to the plate is Trevor Ham. Catcher signals with the first and third split. We'll see how they decide to play this one with Trevor Ham, number 14, the senior, up to bat.
Trevor has power. And makes contact.
Pitch. They try to take out the runner at second base, stealing. Errant throw leads to the runner Quinlan, who's at third base, taking home on the play. And that is the first run of the game. And now we have one out with Drew Finn on second base and Trevor Ham up to bat. Trevor hits it to shortstop. Shortstop decides to go to third and gets the runner Finn, who makes a great sliding play.
Yeah, it was just barely got the tag on him. Tip of the glove.
Indeed, it was a bang play, and the infield umpire called Finn out at third base. And now we have two down with number 15 Mitchell McQuaid stepping up to the plate playing left field. First pitch breaking ball low, counts 1-0 to Mitchell McQuaid. McMurds comes to the set, checks on the runner, and delivers the pitch. Taken right down Main Street for a strike. Mitchell wags his bat, and McMurds checks on the runner Ham at first base. Ham is not known for his speed, so it's an interesting move by McMurds. He must see Trevor taking too big of a lead for his size. Set and the pitch. Off speed, swung on, and blooped to right field. The right fielder comes in and makes the play to retire the side. North Andover gets one in the bottom of the first inning, and the score stands at 1-0 North Andover. I've Lenny. And that one is swung on and hit to left field. Number 3 for Tewksbury, Morris, has a leadoff hit, first pitch swinging. That is Gonzalez's first hit of the game that he's allowed. He walked the leadoff batter of last inning, but he stranded him at second base. So we'll see if he can have the same luck with that leadoff hitter now. Number 1, Wilson. Shows bunt, delivers one. Gonzalez takes it, fields it, throws to first to get the safe out at first, and Morris takes second base. Now up to bat for Tewksbury, Dillenberg, the catcher, who wags his bat and awaits the pitch from Gonzalez in the set. Checking on the runner at second, delivers, and a hesitant swing called for a strike. Count stands at 0-1 on number 9, Dillenberg.
Dillenberg hitting 7. He was a little fooled by that pitch.
And he takes one upstairs for a ball from the pitcher, Gonzalez. Once again, that is Morris standing on second base after a leadoff single and a sacrifice bunt. Gonzalez checks on the runner, delivers the pitch, another one high. Gonzalez having a little bit of trouble finding the plate. He walked one last inning and took 2 others to full counts, and now the count stands at 2-1 to number 9, Dillenberg, the catcher.
Starts his delivery with his feet fairly wide apart.
Check swing fouled into the parking lot behind the dugout on the first base side. 2-2 the count. See if Gonzalez can get a big out here. Second batter of the second inning. Inside. Dillenberg scoots away from the plate to avoid that one, and the count is now full, 3-2. This would be a big out for Gonzalez after surrendering a leadoff hit as he comes to the set. And delivers the payoff pitch, which is popped up. And the right fielder, Conti, comes in and makes a gorgeous play. It looks like Ham lost it at first base, and Keene wasn't sure how to play it coming in from second base. So Conti comes in all the way from deep right field to make a great play.
That was good teamwork.
Now for Tewksbury, number 7, L, playing first base. His first pitch swinging as he fouls it up over the backstop and into the swamp behind home plate for the first strike of the at-bat. See if Gonzalez can get out of this inning with a runner in scoring position after surrendering a leadoff single. Comes to the set, checks on the runner, delivers the pitch. Swung on again by L, and the count stands at 0-2. Gonzalez delivers and swung on and fouled off. Staying alive is number 7, L. L tries to bring in the runner at second base, tie up the ball game after North Andover scored 1 in the bottom of the first.
That was the best timed up swing by L, but he wasn't able to get up to the ball.
Gonzalez delivers low and called strike 3. Gonzalez lets up a leadoff single to Morris, but Morris is stranded on second base.
The catcher in the team heads for the pitcher as he comes off the mound to congratulate him on a good job of pitching to get out of that inning.
Indeed, that was a great final pitch to retire L. Quite a few pitches in the second. Gonzalez is still on the mound for North Andover. He has had 2 fairly efficient innings, only allowing 2 base runners in the first 2 innings.
2 innings is
6-0. 6-0.
6-0.
Sir. And the 9-hitter, Nobrega, steps up for Tewksbury. Number 22 playing center field. North Andover throws the ball around the infield one last time. Jack Moore, in the catcher, goes out to give his pitcher Gonzalez some reassurance that he will have another good inning as he faces Nobrega for Tewksbury. Nobrega, the lefty, looks to get some base runners for Tewksbury, who has had 2 this game, but has not been able to push anybody across the plate. And if they wish to make a comeback in this one, it's got to start this inning, the top of the 3rd, as Nobrega steps up and takes the pitch from Gonzalez, called strike. Gonzalez pitching from the windup, working diligently. Another pitch called strike. Count stands at 0-2 to Nobrega, the center fielder for Tewksbury. Pitch. Oof. Looked good. Called ball by the umpire. 1-2 to Nobrega. I'm surprised he's taking on a pitch like that with an 0-2 count, looking for base runners. Delivers, swung on, and grounded to shortstop, where McElroy fields it. Throws to first. Ham with the stretch and the putout. Gonzalez worked quickly on that batter. He didn't let Nobrega settle in one bit, and he was able to get him to ground out to the shortstop, McElroy. And now we are at the top of the lineup where Zervis, the DH for Tewksbury, awaits the pitch from Gonzalez, once again looking to get a base runner for Tewksbury. Called strike around the knees to the DH, Zervis. Gonzalez winds up and delivers the off-speed pitch, which is another called strike. Great off-speed pitch from Gonzalez, who is on quite the roll here. Sets, delivers, and popped up foul, out of play. Once again, staying alive is Zervis, who has a 0-2 count. And Gonzalez is started to pitch in a rhythm. Delivers on the corner, but called a ball by the umpire. And Zervis, like his teammate Nobrega, takes an interesting 0-2 pitch for a ball. Delivers and pitches. Ball. Once again on the corner. Count stands at 2-2 to Zervis. Gonzalez has been pitching well today and has only allowed 2 base runners to this point. Zervis being one of them. And he drives the ball to left field. Fielded by the center fielder, Quinlan, who puts the ball in. That is the 3rd base runner Gonzalez has led up today. Zervis has been on base 2 times as he walked in the 1st inning. And now Tewksbury has somebody on the bag. Down 6-0 to North Andover here in the top of the 3rd. And it is number 19, Perron, the second baseman, stepping up for Tewksbury, who takes a ball from Gonzalez. Gonzalez hangs his head. I don't think he liked that call. Gonzalez delivers. Swung on and grounded to second base, where Keene fields it and makes the easy out at first, but then advances the runner Zervis to second. One out here in the inning for number 10, Legold, the 3-hitter for Tewksbury. Gonzalez checks on the runner and delivers, swung on and fouled. Out of play over the backstop. Gonzalez is in a rhythm. He's not giving the hitter much time to settle in. And usually when pitchers do that, they're hard to figure out. Gonzalez sets and delivers. Swung on and grounded. Takes a hard hop, but the shortstop McElroy makes a great play and throws out the runner at first base. And that retires the side. Down go Nobrega, Perron, and LeGould. And the score is still 6-0 North Andover after the top of the third.
Nice throw by McElroy.
Great play by McElroy. He had to deal with a tough hop. He fielded it and threw across the diamond. It's not an easy play, but he retired LeGould nonetheless.
Short hop, long stride. Nice throw to first. Had just enough on it. First baseman had to reach out for it a little bit, but the timing was great.
Great stretch by Ham at first base. Due up for North Andover is Connor Morin, the DH. Morin grounded out to second base in the second inning in his first at-bat. But as Ray mentioned, he's a big kid, and he's a very good hitter for North Andover, batting out of the 6-hole. And McMurds is still on the mound for Tewksbury after throwing quite a few pitches in the first inning and the second inning. And he'll look to have a quick inning here so that Tewksbury can try and get back into this one. And that throw down by the catcher, Dillenberg, will get us underway with North Andover batting with Connor Morin in the bottom of the third inning. He steps up to face Tewksbury. McMurds is back to the windup. He delivers. Pitch, called strike. The sun is out, and it looks like the storm will hold off for at least the rest of the game. McMurds windup delivers. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Count is 0-2 to Connor Morin.
Sky has opened up at least 50% of the sky at this point, and there was nothing when we got here today. It was all overcast.
Hopefully the weather holds off. Swung on and dropped by the catcher, but he tags the batter, Morin, and that is the first out of the inning. Connor Morin strikes out swinging.
Connor out a little ahead of that pitch.
Agreed. Off-speed low. And he swung right over the top.
Smart pitch by Tewksbury there.
Now up is Conti, Sammy Conti, who walked in the first inning and scored. And he swings and he drives this one deep to right field. Right fielder tracks back, but it's going to fall in. And Conti decides to take second base. Good slide, and he is in safely for Conti. He's on base for the second time today with a one-out double. And we'll see if North Andover can put something together again here. Started off by Sammy Conti, the right fielder. Keene, the Northeastern commit playing second base, is now up, and he has a runner in scoring position. He walked in his first plate appearance. And he awaits the pitch from McMurds. Low for a ball. McMurds has no easy task dealing with this North Andover lineup, who have scored 6 here in the bottom of the third. Ball low, stopped by the catcher, but Conti smartly takes third base as the catcher Dillenberg was kind of sleeping on that one. He might have forgot that the runner Conti was at second base, and he takes third. Now, man on third base for Keene. Sebastian Awaiting the pitch from McMurds. Pitch high. McMurds. Another ball low, and that'll be a walk. The second walk of the game for the patient, Sebastian Keene. And now runners on the corners. For the pitcher, Gonzalez, we'll see if he can help his cause. He walked in the second inning in his first plate appearance. McMurds checks the runner at first, who goes, throw, cut off by the pitcher, and Keene will slide into second base uncontested. And now there are runners at second and third for Gonzalez. One out here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitcher McMurds goes back to the windup, and he delivers, taken inside for a ball by the pitcher Gonzalez. Once again in the dirt, taken for a ball by Gonzalez, who, like Sebastian Keene, has been patient in his second at-bat. Wind up, pitch, outside. That is a walk for Gonzalez. And in the meantime, the runner at third base, Conti, takes home plate on the wild pitch. That is another run for North Andover. The score now stands at 7-0. Wild pitch by the Tewksbury pitcher McMurds leads to a walk and a runner scoring. And now there are runners on the corners. That is Keene on third and Gonzalez at first, with the leadoff hitter Quinlan up to bat. Quinlan doubled in his last at-bat. It was quite the hit by Quinlan. We'll see what he can do here. Shows bunt, pulls back, and Gonzalez takes second base. Tewksbury allowed a run when they threw down to second base on a first and third in the second inning, and the last two first and thirds they have had it cut off by the pitcher. Quinlan takes a ball. It gets away from the catcher, Gillenberg, but Keene holds at third. It was a tough ball to judge. It just squeaked away from the catcher, Gillenberg. Quinlan now has runners on second and third. Delivers the pitch. Taken strike to Quinlan. McMurds is going to try and stop the bleeding here once again in the third inning, facing Quinlan. Delivers the pitch. Swung on and fouled off down the third base line. And Quinlan steps in here, facing McMurds. 2 strikes on Quinlan. McMurds sets. Keene claps to distract him. Swung on and short pop fly to left field is going to fall. Keene will score. Gonzalez will hold at third. And Quinlan is on base for the third time today with a single to right field. $8-0 the score. North Andover leading the Tewksbury Redmen. Gonzalez now stands on third base. And batting for North Andover is the sophomore Jake McElroy playing shortstop. He will try and add another RBI to his total. Runner goes. Thrown through, but Gonzalez holds at third base. Quinlan successfully takes second base. That has been a theme we have seen here for the Tewksbury Redmen, is how they're going to deal with those first and third situations. They have thrown through twice and had the ball cut off by the pitcher twice, but they have no answer. Pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Gillenberg, the catcher. Gonzalez holds at third. McElroy has runners on second and third. He'll try to add some more RBIs to his day today. Taken low. Ball. 3-0 the count. McElroy awaits the pitch from McMurd, who gets away from the catcher, and Gonzalez will have a nice easy trot home. Quinlan rounds third base hard but stays at third, and McElroy is on with a walk. Scores now 8-0 North Andover here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch count has to be getting up from McMurds, who has allowed 8 runs in 3 innings. And we'll see what kind of leash Madden, the Tewksbury manager, has. And once again, Tewksbury is faced with a first and third, their 5th of the game. We'll see how they handle this one as the catcher gives the sign to the infield.
It looks like he wants McMurds to pitch most of this game rather than use the rest of his pitchers.
Agreed. Pitch to Drew Finn, who is able to squeak one between the third and shortstop, and scoring on that play is Quinlan. 9-0 North Andover. Finn has his 3rd hit of the game, and he is having himself a day with a single between the shortstop and third baseman. McElroy advances to second. Runners on first and second for North Andover, and Tewksbury's manager will have a word with McMurds, who has given up 9 runs over 3 innings with only 1 out in this inning, and Ham up to bat for North Andover. Can't say enough about the captain for North Andover, Drew Finn, who has 3 hits today, 2 singles and a double.
We may have to interview Drew or his dad after the game, or both.
Or both, yeah. Ham steps in here with runners on first and second and 1 out in the bottom of the third. He takes the pitch from McMurds and pops it up to third base. Third baseman calls it and retires Ham. Second fly out of the game for Ham. Now there are 2 down in the third inning with Mitchell McQuate, who flew out to second base last inning, awaiting the pitch from McMurds. Takes the off-speed high for a ball. McQuaid has men on second and first. It is McElroy on second and Finn on first. And he'll try to advance them here. Still looking for his first hit. Pitcher McMurd steps off. He does not like the lead that McElroy has taken at second base, and he wisely steps off the rubber. Delivers the pitch, swung on and blooped. Shortstop ranges in, makes a great play, and is able to get McQuaid at first. And that is finally the end of the inning. That is a ground out to the shortstop. LeGould, who makes a tremendous play on the ball and fires to first base to retire McQuaid. Score is 9-0 North Andover, with Tewksbury up to bat in the top of the 4th inning. Pitching change. Stern is now on for North Andover, and first pitch swinging is number 6 for Tewksbury, Oliveira. He grounds to second base where Sebastian Keene makes a great play on the ball, and there's one down in the top of the 4th. Gonzalez is off the mound after 3 innings of scoreless ball with a pitch count of 46, and now is on to Stern, who delivers a pitch to Morris, the left fielder. I could be wrong, but I believe Morris plays quarterback for the football team, as he takes one high for a ball and a second outside for a ball. Count is now 2-0. And joining me this inning is my father, John Severin, who will be taking over color commentary here.
Doing a good job.
Pitch from Stern is fouled off by Morris. 2-1 the count. Stern is a lefty, and he is.
Right to right fielder.
It is hit right to the right fielder, Conti. Actually, I believe there was a change in the outfield. As Yohani Gonzalez, the pitcher, moved out to right field for the former right fielder, Conti. Nonetheless, Wilson, the right fielder for Tewksbury, is up to bat, facing Stern, who throws that one outside for a ball. Two down here in the top of the 4th inning, as Stern throws one low to Wilson. Stern delivers high. That is the 3rd base runner of the game for Tewksbury.
So with 2 quick outs, we have our first base runner of the inning for Tewksbury.
And up to bat for Tewksbury is the catcher, Dillenberg, number 9. Dillenberg flew out to left field last inning.
Number 7 batter up there.
He looks to the 3rd base coach for a sign and steps in to face Stern, who delivers. Taken for a strike. Tewksbury looking to take a couple back here as they're down 9-0. Stern delivers one low. 9-0. And haven't shown any offense yet, with only 3 base runners to this point. Stern delivers, and it is popped up to short right field. Yohani Gonzalez is under it, and he retires Dillenberg. Tewksbury goes down in 4 batters, and the score is still 9-0 North Andover. Has made a pitching change. On the mound for Tewksbury is number 22, Nobrega, who was formerly in center field. Center field will now be manned by former shortstop LeGould. Shortstop is now number 19, Perron, who is at second, and now at second is
Number 17.
Timmons. So some moves here, and Nobrega is now on the mound for Tewksbury, and he delivers high to Connor Morin, the 6-hitter. Nobrega pitching out of the windup. The lefty delivers. And swung on by Morin. Popped up to right field. Right fielder, number 3. That is Morris. Comes in and makes the play.
So Morris has moved from left field to right field. And we have a new left fielder. As soon as we find out who that is, we'll update you.
Number 2, Cave, is now moved to left field. So quite a few changes for Tewksbury in the past half inning.
I think the high score, the high difference in score right now is giving both coaches an opportunity to make some moves.
And speaking of moves, the pitcher who started the last half inning, Stern, is now up to bat, the lefty. We have a lefty-lefty matchup here. We'll see what happens. Nobrega in the windup and the pitch. Off speed, full
Way in
Stern.
front of that one.
And Toby Stern gets some encouragement from one of the fans. And his teammates alike. Nobrega, windup, pitch, another off speed, and again, way ahead of it, dropped by the catcher Dillenberg, but throws down to first and retires Stern. That is the second out of the inning.
A couple of good change-ups there that time. Good attempt by Stern. And is that Sebastian Keane?
It is Sebastian Keane, the Northeastern commit. Awaits the pitch from Nobrega, called strike.
Doesn't seem to be throwing gas. Seems to be throwing a lot of junk right now.
Agreed. He's definitely working in the off-speed pitches. First pitch, second pitch, doesn't matter. Northander hitters beware of Nobrega, who delivers to Keane. Fastball over his head.
High on that one.
Keane, the second baseman, has walked twice in this game. We'll see if he can get on base with a hit as he faces Nobrega, who delivers one in the dirt. Good stop by Dillenberg, the catcher.
Got a lot of activity going on around us today. Track meet going on. Girls lacrosse practice.
Swung on and missed by Keane.
Counts 2-2.
Count is now 2-2 to Sebastian Keane. Nobrega is looking to have a 1-2-3 inning. Popped up by Keane. The pitcher Nobrega calls off the infielders.
A little bit of
And
third baseman.
the third baseman thought he had it, but Nobrega still retires Keane. There's a 1-2-3 inning for Tewksbury, who drastically needed it to close out the fourth inning. Some confusion between the third baseman Oliveira. The air is getting cooler, you can feel it, even though the sun came out. It is definitely that time of the day where it starts to get a little bit chillier. And it is swung on by L, driven to center field where Quinlan will field it and throw it into second base. There's a leadoff hit for number 7, L. And that is only the second hit of the day for Tewksbury. And now up for the Tewksbury Redmen is number 22, Nobrega, the pitcher, who swings and pops it up. The pitcher, Stern,
He's gonna take it, and he does.
makes a great play. One down here, with Nobrega, the pitcher, flying out to the opposing pitcher, Stern. And that'll bring up the top of the lineup. Number 21 is Zervis, who had a nice single his last time up to center field.
A little bit low on that first pitch.
Stern delivers low in the dirt. Good stop by Morin. Stern working quickly. Swung on and hit to right field where Gonzalez makes a spectacular catch.
Very well done.
You can see why they moved him to right field after a day of pitching as he makes a leaping catch on that liner from Zervis. Great play to get the second out of the inning. Stern has to be giving him a little bit of props on the bench after that. Good off-speed pitch into the batter, number 19, Perron, the second baseman. Perron grounded into a fielder's choices last time up as he takes one low for a ball. Stern checks on the runner and delivers the pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play over the first base fence.
Got to give Stern a lot of credit. He's keeping the game moving, pitching to contact. His fielders are backing him up, moving the game along. Just what the coach wants at this point.
Exactly. And he throws one inside.
Little
Perron
gas there.
dives out of the way on that fastball from Stern. Stern delivers high to number 19, Perron.
We're at 3-1. Getting a sign from
3-1. Yep.
I think we're getting a hold here.
Time called by the batter, Perron. Stern works quickly out of the stretch. He doesn't give the batter much time to settle in, so time is taken. Pitch swung on and grounded up the middle.
Right up the middle over the second base bag. Quinlan gets it in quickly. So we have 2 on, 2 out. Man on first and second.
Back-to-back singles for the Redmen. And they have their first runner in scoring position of the day. Excuse me. That is not correct. Time called by the catcher Morin as he comes out to talk to Stern. 2 outs here in the inning.
We've got someone heading over to the bullpen.
Charlie Jodka
Got to take a few warm-up tosses.
trots over to the bullpen. And batting is number 10, LeGold for Tewksbury, who takes another pitch outside. Stern is looking to find the strike zone after retiring 2 batters this inning. Called strike to number 10, LeGould. And that one is taken for a ball by LeGould.
Now, when you played, did you find that going against being a righty batter, that going against the lefty pitcher was a big change for you?
Swung and grounded to second base for Sebastian Keane. Retires LeGould. I did not like facing lefties. I did not like facing lefties all too much, even though that is usually an advantage. But I think that at the youth level, you see a lot more righties. So something like that, switching up what I'm used to, was a little bit uncomfortable. But I know people who absolutely loved hitting against the opposite pitcher because they could see the ball the whole time, they could track it to the plate. I think it's an advantage of being a lefty in high school, a lefty batter in high school, is that you can track the pitch in the whole time. Nobrega is back on the mound for Tewksbury. He got a 1-2-3 inning against North Andover last inning.
Did a nice job, pretty efficient with his pitchers. Pitched again to contact, and the game along.
And he'll face Gonzalez, number 9 for North Andover, who in the last inning made a fantastic jumping, leaping catch in right field for North Andover.
I think what made that catch so good is it was hit with some power. It was driving out there. If that had gotten by him, that sure would have been extra bases.
Indeed. Gonzalez walked in both his previous plate appearances, but we'll see if he can get on base with a hit here after making that great play last half inning and pitching 3 innings of scoreless ball previous to that. He takes a off-speed pitch from Nobrega and fouls it between his legs and over to the the third base dugout. Gonzalez crosses the plate with his bat and awaits the pitch from Nobrega. The pitch swung in off the pitcher's glove but fielded at shortstop. And retired is Gonzalez. Number 19 for Tewksbury, Perron, who started the game at second base, retires Gonzalez. And we are back at the top of the lineup for North Andover here in the bottom of the fifth inning with Quinlan, who has had himself a day with a walk, a double, and a single. He waits the pitch from Nobrega. Fastball fouled off over the first baseman's head. Quinlan awaits the pitch from Nobrega after fouling off the first pitch. Off-speed pitch falls in for a ball.
He likes that off speed.
He does, and it has fooled the North Andover hitters up until this point. Nobody has been able to make solid contact with Nobrega, the lefty. That one is a fastball high for a ball. Count stands at 2-1. Nobrega winds up. Here comes the pitch. Again taken for a ball. Count is 3-1. Hitters count to Quinlan, who I believe will have the green light here after having hit the ball hard in his previous 2 at-bats. He steps in to face Nobrega with a 3-1 count. Wind up and the pitch. Swung and popped up to first base.
No, and he dropped it. He missed it. It's tough. It was in the sun. First baseman just couldn't seem to find it.
He had to tiptoe around the bag and try and make the play in foul territory, and he could not make the play. Count is now 3-2 to Quinlan. Nobrega has kept hitters off balance. We've seen a lot of foul balls against him as he winds up and delivers the payoff pitch. Swung on and driven to left field. Left fielder is underneath it and makes the play. 2 outs here for North Andover with a change here. Number 3 for North Andover, Jake Madigan, has taken over duties at shortstop for McElroy.
We'll see how that shakes out at the top of the inning when fielder.
And he swings and grounds one to first base. Called foul.
Now Madigan is listed as a left fielder and a pitcher, so we'll see how it shakes out at the top of the inning and how coach reorganizes the fielders.
Madigan awaits the pitch from Nobrega, who delivers a fastball and again hit to first base, but this one is over the first baseman's head and out of play. Count stands at 0-2. Nobrega working on another quick inning. And again grounded to the right side of the infield where the second baseman bobbles but throws to first and retires Madigan.
3 up, 3 down.
3 up, 3 down. Nobrega with the second 1-2-3 inning of the day. McElroy takes the field, so Madigan is not on for him. And we do have a pitching change for North Andover.
Vodka will be coming into the mound.
Here we are again from North Andover High School, top of the 6th inning with Jodka taking the mound for North Andover. He'll be opposed by number 6, Oliveira for Tewksbury. Oliveira's been playing third base. Jodka delivers a pitch, swung on and missed by Oliveira. He takes a big cut at that one.
Completely fooled him. Looked like a change.
Jodka's a junior, number 11. That one is fouled off by Oliveira. Count is 0-2. Oliveira facing Jodka. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and bounced high. Fielded by Jodka, who fires to first base. Good scoop by Trevor Ham.
Nice scoop, Trevor.
Oliveira hits the bag hard and takes a tumble after. But great play by Jodka. Good scoop by Ham for the first out of the inning. Here in the top of the 6th. We've seen the pitchers active off the mound today. More than once has the pitcher gone to cover a ground ball and also pop flies.
Number 5 hitter Morris at the plate.
Takes one outside for a ball. Morris flew out to right field his last at-bat. And he awaits the 1-0 pitch from Jodka. And he grounds that one down the third base line, but foul. Count is 1-1 to Morris, the number 5 hitter. And he grounds that one up the middle, past the outstretched arm of McElroy, and he is on with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. And now up for Tewksbury is number 2, Cave, who has been subbed into the game, and he fouls off the first pitch behind home plate. Cave was subbed in for the spot of Wilson in the batting order, and this is his first at-bat of the game. Facing Jodka, who throws one low. The count is 1-1. Jodka has some good speed on his pitches. That one is driven to right field over Gonzalez's head. Rounding second base is Morris. He rounds third and is waved home. Some confusion, but he scores nonetheless, as that one is driven all the way to the fence, and that is a stand-up triple for Cave in his first at-bat.
Tewksbury's on the board with their first run.
Indeed, and the score is now 9-1. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Tewksbury is able to string together 2 hits off the pitcher Jodka and get their first run. And now stepping up for Tewksbury is number 9,
Nice change up.
Dillenberg, the catcher. And he is fooled by a first pitch changeup in there for a strike.
Got one down, man on third.
Jodka delivers. Called strike. Count is 0-2. If he can strike out Dillenberg, he will face L, who singled last inning. Delivered from Jodka. Pitch just a bit high. Taken by Dillenberg for a ball. Count is now 1-2. Jodka winds up and delivers. Grounded between the shortstop and second baseman. McElroy and Keene both outstretched but cannot make the play. Second run of the game for Tewksbury. That is a single up the middle for the catcher, Dillenberg.
It's a little bleeder. There wasn't a lot of speed on it. Just found a hole between the shortstop and the second baseman.
Good piece of hitting with a 1-2 count by Dillenberg. And now up is number 7, L, who singled last inning. He takes that one inside, avoids the pitch. 9-2 here in the top of the 6th inning with North Andover Scarlet Knights on top.
Pulled him with that one.
Swung on and missed by L. Jodka checks the runner at first base. Delivers high to L. One out here in the top of the 6th. Runner on first. L the batter. Jodka the pitcher. As he comes to the set. Checks the runner and delivers. Swung on and grounded to third base. Finn throws to second. On to first. Can only get the runner at second base. Good play by the third baseman, Drew Finn, to get the runner at second base, and there are now 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. With number 22, Nobrega, the pitcher, up to bat.
How's Nobrega done thus far today?
Nobrega flew out to first last at bat. Sorry, flew out to the pitcher last at bat.
Looks like we've got another pitcher warming up in the North Andover bull.
Number 23 for North Andover,
Anthony Sapienza.
Anthony Sapienza. Jodka has done a good job here in the top of the 6th. And he now faces the opposing pitcher, Nobrega, who, defensive swing, fielded by Finn, thrown to first, and Nobrega is retired.
So in that inning, we had 2 Tewksbury runners come across. And as we finish the top of the 6th, it is North Andover 8, 9, and Tewksbury 2. Stepping into the box right now.
Looks like Lee Blumsack for North Andover facing Nobrega, the pitcher, still for Tewksbury. After having a couple nice innings on the mound, he is back out. And this is Lee Blumsack's first at-bat of the game.
A little bit high.
He comes in for the third baseman, Drew Finn. Count is 1-1 to Blumsack. Nobrega winds up and delivers. Blumsack swings and misses. Big cut by Blumsack to no avail, and the count is at 1-2. Nobrega has worked diligently as he delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed by Blumsack, and he is out. Now stepping up for North Andover is number 14, Ham, who will face Nobrega here for the first time. Ham flew out to third base his last at-bat as he takes a called strike.
I'm not sure that would have been called a strike earlier in the game, but it looks like we're moving things along here.
Agreed. Nobrega delivers, and Ham swings and drives this one to left field,
No,
where the left fielder cannot.
fielder.
He cannot make the play.
And he walks into second base standing up.
Good piece of hitting by Ham. And he gets on with his first hit of the day.
A solid hit to left field.
And now up is McQuaid, the left fielder, who has also been without a hit so far today. And he has one in scoring position. Here with one down in the bottom of the 6th inning, facing Nobrega. And he drives that one down the third base line.
That should be enough to bring Ham home. Third. Cut off by the third baseman, and we have
McQuaid standing on second base with his first hit of the day. Also a double. Back-to-back doubles by Ham and McQuaid. And the score is now 10-2, North Andover. And that brings up Morin, who is also searching for his first hit of the day. We'll see if he can follow the pattern of Ham and McQuaid and get one off Nobrega here, who throws a first pitch curveball in for a strike.
It's like North Andover's figuring out Nobrega a little bit at this point.
Definitely hard to adjust to with all the off speeds he throws. Low for a ball, but agreed. Back-to-back doubles have given North Andover a 10-1 lead, and it does seem like they have solved out Nobrega. Morin waves his bat at the pitcher Nobrega and awaits the pitch. Here it is. Swung on and popped up third base side. Diving attempt by the third baseman Oliveira.
Nice attempt, but wasn't able to get it. Looks like we've got another pitcher going to the bullpen. This time, number 8, Sam Conti.
Conti was in right field and was replaced by Gonzalez after the third inning. Morin swings in, hits this one to second base. It is fielded by the second baseman and thrown on to first. Morin still hitless. Making contact a couple times here. And that brings up number 23, a new batter, Anthony Sapienza, who we believe will take the mound here in the top of the 7th. He is a runner in scoring position. McQuaid, who had advanced on the last fielder's choice, as Sapienza swings and fouls that one behind the backstop, 0-1. Sapienza staring down the pitcher Nobrega, who delivers. Low, good stop by the catcher.
But he keeps it close.
Words of encouragement from Sapienza's teammates who yell, "Let's go, Sap." As Nobrega delivers. Swung on and grounded. And
by the shortstop, fielded by the center fielder, and McQuaid comes home on that.
that is 11-1 North Andover on the hit by number 23, Sapienza. And now up to bat is number 10, Sebastian Keene, who flew out his last at-bat, still looking for his first hit, and he takes a strike.
He was on base today with a couple of walks, correct?
Sebastian takes the ball. Proved to be a patient hitter with a couple walks today, indeed. But he is still searching for his first hit here against Nobrega, who got him to fly out last at bat. And he pops that one up out of play.
Quick worker and Brager as well. Looks in again.
Swung and fouled up. Pitcher Nobrega comes in and makes the play on the foul ball. And the Scarlet Knights are retired. But the damage is done. 11-1 North Andover leads with the top of the 7th coming. And unless Tewksbury is able to put together 10 runs, it looks like this will be the last at-bat of the game. And now out on the mound for North Andover is number 6 McElroy, who has played shortstop for most of the game. Okay.
Jake McElroy with his first pitch.
Fouled off by number 21 for Tewksbury, Zervis. Tewksbury is now at the top of the lineup.
And we have a change in the field. We have Finn moving from third base to shortstop. And playing third base, Anthony Sapienza.
Zervis slaps the plate with his bat and takes a ball from Jake McElroy. McElroy winds up, delivers, high, ball. Zervis proving patient in, once again, another at-bat. He has singled twice today. And he takes a called strike from McElroy. That one is swung on and a spinning ball to Ham. McElroy runs to cover the bag and retired as Zervis for the first out in the top of the 7th inning. And batting for Tewksbury is the second baseman, Perron, number 19, who singled his last time up, and he takes the ball high from McElroy. That pitch is driven up the middle by the second baseman, Perron, and he is on board for the 3rd time today. Second single of the day, off this one off McElroy. And the Tewksbury Redmen have one on in the top of the 7th inning with one out, with LeGould, the shortstop, number 10, up to bat. He takes a pitch from McElroy high for a ball. McElroy checks the runner at first, delivers. That one is swung on and grounded to short. We'll see if they can turn 2. But an errant throw by the new shortstop, Finn, allows LeGould to get on first and Perron to take second. And now the Redmen have a runner in scoring position, down 11-1 no less, here in the top of the 7th inning with Oliveira stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, it looked like that throw was just a little bit too far to the outfield side of the bag, and Keene couldn't reach out and grab it.
Oliveira first pitch swinging, fouls that one off the backstop. Count is 0-1. Yeah, in that situation like that, you want to see him get the easy 1 if they don't turn 2.
For the 2, maybe rush the throw a little bit. Quickly, Oliveira down 2 strikes.
Chopped at that one and is fouled over the backstop. Oliveira facing an 0-2 count, takes the pitch from McElroy. Defensive swing, grounds to first base. Ham fires to second for one, but they cannot turn the double play. Now there are runners on the corners with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. McElroy needs 1 to end the game. And he'll be opposed by Morris, the left fielder, who singled his last time up and scored. McElroy steps off the mound as the catcher Morin takes signs from Coach Doolin. And McElroy sets, delivers, off-speed pitch, in for a strike. McElroy facing Morris with runners on the corners and 2 outs, delivers. Low. Looks like a knuckleball maybe on that one.
North Andover playing here for the out, not holding any of the runners on.
Good point. And they allow the runner at first to take second base on a called ball.
So now we have runners at second and third.
McElroy delivers. That one is popped up.
It's in play.
Morin makes a great play to end the game. And that'll do it here from North Andover High School, where North Andover improves their record to 9-3, and Tewksbury falls to 1-12. North Andover wins this one 11-1, behind a big second and third inning from the Scarlet Knights. And that will do it. Thank you for joining us.